Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. And your government. We will govern ourselves. Don Jassy tells President Muhammadu Buhari and his government. Hello, everyone. It's about time. Don Jassy is a producer, is a music icon in Nigeria, well known, one of the leading voices as well, alongside other celebrities with regards to NSAS in our country, where the government of Nigeria has turned it to victimizing the youth. Do you know, as we currently speak now, the military are going house to house in some states, bringing out the people by force, telling people that this were part of those who committed, atrocities and the rest. And guess what? This same government were those who brought about thugs, sponsored thugs in their vehicles. You see, in their vehicles to go and disrupt peaceful protests. This is what is going on in our country. Your oppression is another word of Nigerian government. They oppress people needlessly and they get away with it. But we want to say here, Nigerian youths and everyone listening, please pray that God will arise and defend the defenseless, because this government has become like a tyrant. We are supposed to be in a democratic setting, but apparently what it is now, we are back to the military regime, the days of General Sani Abacha. That's the days we are back in, where people are governed by fear. And guess what? In that same environment, there is so much looting and there is so much intimidation going on so that the people cannot speak. That is exactly what is happening with Muhammadu Buhari's government. End your government, we will govern ourselves, Don Jassy tells President Muhammadu Buhari and his government. Marvel record boss Don Jassy has asked President Muhammadu Buhari and his government to resign as they are ready to govern, as we the youth are ready to govern ourselves better than they are doing. Reacting to how nice and peaceful the candlelight held in honor of those who lost their life during the protest was, he applauded the citizens for doing a good job with that. He says this, according to him, if the candlelight was organized by the government, they would have been mentoring and mentioning some amount of millions of dollars being used and spent that night to clarify and to say to you that they are thieves. All they do is loot the money and keep it for themselves, keep the people in oppression. He then angrily asked all of them to end their government, as the citizens will govern themselves even much more better than they've ever done. Here below is the video. Nigerian government has not shown to us in any way, form or kind that they are ready to govern. All they want to do is oppress, oppress and oppress. Suppress the voice of the voiceless and make Nigerians feel that they are not worthy to be a people. And anyone who speaks up, they want to oppress, they want to suppress. I mean, this has got to come to an end. You see, what we continue to do in this country, oppressing people, will take us nowhere. The voices of the people is necessary for governance. If truly you want to govern the people, you will want to know if they are happy with your government. You will want to know if you are affecting them positively. You want to know if you are making a meaningful life decision and you are affecting them and they are happy with your government. This is what you put in place. You don't suppress them. You don't oppose them. You don't oppress them. Listen, the voice of critics is part of a government. Your critics will make you see your weaknesses. You will work at it and you become better and much more. And in fact, you become a shining star. But if you ignore the voice of your critics, you are actually digging your grave. Most of our governments surround themselves with devilish people. People who have no intention for Nigerians, thieves who wants to amass wealth for themselves. And they keep on praising them and telling them you are doing well, the people are happy with you. But I will tell you what, people are not happy with your government. They are not happy with you. Nigerians keep saying it all around, that this government there is a scam going on. There is a scam going on in our government where some people have hijacked the process and are posing to be other people. Well, that's a story for another day, yet to be verified. But what are we saying? Any leader who does not want to be criticized, any leader who does not want the people's voice to be heard is an oppressor. That is not a leader. That is a tyrant. That is somebody who wants to oppress people. That is somebody who wants to make sure that the voice of the people is not heard. That is somebody who is oppressive, who is not a leader, who is actually a slave, a very scary person, a person who is intimidated, who is worried that he cannot stand, with the test of time, that the people will get him out of office. If you have done well, you need not to be afraid. If you've done well, the people will call you again and again. I remember once a governor, Donald Duke, in this country. I don't know much about him, but what I used to hear then growing up was that he made his state so beautiful. Carnivals were going on, people were going there for tourism. The state was so clean. Those are things I heard growing up. I never visited the state, but I heard it. If you do well, people will talk about it. If you do wrong, people will talk about it. Listen, I'm not saying you base your life on what people are saying, but everybody cannot be lying. In the midst of what people are saying, there is an element of truth. Through that, you can make some corrections, and before you know it, you're on your highway to success. But when you oppress the people and you make them feel that, there is nothing for them to offer, you are actually digging your grave by yourself. Systematically, you are actually taking yourself out of the place of reasoning, out of the place of reasoning. This is why Nigerian government is suffering, because they don't want to hear the voice of the people. They want to do it as they please. But you cannot continue like that. You cannot. So my people, Nigerian government do not want. See, if you govern, if you run a exclusive government, in the sense that you don't involve the people, you, in quotes and unquote, the people who voted you in, you are not going to do very well. But they don't bother, because oppression is the key. They oppress the people, suppress their voice, and put themselves there, saying that they've been re-elected. So that's how they go. But guess what? Things and times are changing. Things will change. Is it today? I can't say. Is it tomorrow? I can't say. Is it 5 years from now? I can't tell you. But what I can tell you is that times are changing. For what you see happening today is all the ravaging changes with the time. Look at what happened at Lekki. Before, it will not travel to around the world. But today, the internet is a global village. Whatever gets on the internet, the whole world sees it. Nigerians begin to tweet and retweet and retweet. It was the highest tweeted happenings that very day. Go and investigate. Guys, leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.